guys, welcome back to the Patreon. In today's video, I want to discuss everything that is going on with David Dobrick in this entire situation. I do not care. I feel like I'm allowed to say that I do not care. I have never been someone on YouTube that's like, people always put me in the drama channel category, and I don't believe that I'm a drama channel. I talk about things that I actually care about, and I talk about the stories that I like to gossip, but that does not make me a drama channel. It could. I don't have anything against being a drama channel, but I have no desire to talk about David Dobrick on my main channel because I do not care. In my entire time of having a YouTube channel, I think I made one, possibly two, but I think two Vlog Squad videos, in the second video was about Trisha Paytas because I am always tuned into Trisha Paytas mess, but the first video was about how the Vlog Squad was trash, and I've talked about the Vlog Squad being trash because I talked about them being entitled. It is so funny how I'll do videos about certain things and get dragged in the comments, and lo and behold, I'm correct in the end. I talked about how the Vlog Squad was a bunch of entitled people coming together and being entitled and making terrible content, and then y'all just running it up, and it's like no one asked the real questions about, is this harmful? Is this perpetuating the same ideas? I just never thought the Vlog Squad was doing anything original, and I thought the Vlog Squad was just a resemblance of white privilege. That's what I always thought the Vlog Squad was. I thought the Vlog Squad was just a group coming together with a bunch of white privilege. But here is the thing. I commend David Dobrick in a little bit for being able to avoid drama for this long, because it's 100% because David Dobrick was put in this position as this golden boy. I have never understood the appeal of David Dobrick. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't even know. Usually when I don't get the appeal of someone, I understand why kids would like them. I don't even understand what kids see in David Dobrick. He's not like a heartthrob for the little girls. I don't get what's the gist of David Dobrick, but for a while, I kind of feel like in the beginning, no, I disagree. I think a huge love for the Vlog Squad is frat culture. It's so funny. I've never really heard anyone make that connection, but the Vlog Squad has always had this frat culture thing going along. David Dobrick is the nucleus, and he has a bunch of flops around him who prey off of him, but he uses them and puts them in situations so that he can benefit. David Dobrick is very aware that he's the reason why these people have something to eat at night, and so he uses them to get content and money for himself, and it's very frat culture. It's very one person at the top, then a bunch of flunkies, and then these flunkies get into all types of shenanigans just to stay down and just to be down, and it's one big culture. That is what the Vlog Squad always gave me. It always gave me very frat culture, very childish, very immature, and very mess. And because the Vlog Squad always gave me that, it's surprising to me that they have not been in mess as much as they have. We've heard a few things here, a few things there, but a huge takedown of the Vlog Squad has never happened. And that is something very interesting to me, because when you have people who ain't got much of nothing, because that is what David Dobrick finds himself in a situation. He finds himself in a situation where he put a bunch of people together who have nothing, who just happy to make a little bit of money, who just happy to be on camera. He got all of them together, and then him being head Mr. Frat, head of his frat, it's all crumbling down. I'm surprised that it didn't crumble down sooner. You can't be responsible for all of these people. You can't be responsible for all of these people's actions. I don't know. I do not envy David Dobrick to have a platform that literally exists because of a bunch of other moving parts. I don't know how he was even able to do it for this long, why it took this long to do this. But before we get into this and I give David Dobrick the dragging that he deserves, I want to get on Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas makes me itch. I cannot stand Trisha Paytas. It bothers me that Trisha Paytas is sitting up on the Frenemies podcast and all whatever the hell she does, and she's sitting up here like she's some whistleblower. Everyone who for some reason feels like Trisha Paytas is this martyr, she's this whistleblower, you're probably a white woman. If you believe Trisha Paytas is someone who was trying to sound the alarm, Trisha Paytas tried to tell us, you are probably a white woman, because it reeks of white womanhood, it reeks of white feminism, it reeks of girl boss, it reeks of good for her, like I blew this all up. Instead of just having a real conversation about the fact that Trisha Paytas wanted to be a part of this clique, Trisha Paytas wanted to be a part of this clique, she wanted to do this, and then the minute they threw her out, because that's what always happens, this is what always happens to the girl bosses, they have no problem finding their seat in patriarchy, but the minute patriarchy does something to them, misogyny does something to them, that's when they want to burn it all up. They don't care about everyone else is hurt, but the minute it hurts them, that's when they want to blow everything up, and they don't want to be a part of this anymore. And then they try to spin the narrative to make themselves a victim, and oh my gosh, I took all of you guys down. I took you guys down from the inside. I knew about all your tricks and schemes. I'm taking you down from the inside. Instead of having a real conversation about how you even got inside, that's the part of the conversation that always goes missing. How did you even get inside? Oh, you got inside because you wanted to be inside. This wasn't some big scheme. Oh my gosh, I'm going to infiltrate the vlog squad and then I'm going to tear them down one by one. That wasn't the scheme. You wanted community, and you felt like you could find community in the vlog squad. They were very popular. Your videos ain't doing much of nothing. So you thought this was the perfect place for you to be because they were popping. And that's why you got in there. That's why you knew all their dirty little streakers. That's why you knew all their dirty little schemes. Trisha Paytas can choke. Like, I am so sorry. I can't stand when white women sit up here and act like they've blown the whistle on something and they've done something. And it's just like, you wanted to be a part of this bullshit, Trisha Paytas. That happens every single time Trisha Paytas does something. The reason why Trisha Paytas be knowing shit is because Trisha Paytas has no, like, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, James, like, every single time someone is taken down and Trisha Paytas has given us information about them, it's because she was a part of this. Like, you wanted to be in a relationship with Jason until he didn't want your ass. Like, you wanted this. You wanted this. You had David Dobrik in videos. Like, you don't sit here and get to have videos with David Dobrik, have videos with Jason, have videos with several people in the vlog squad. Then when they talking about you and they thrust you out, all of a sudden you like, I always hated them and da-da-da, and they're trash. Like, you're only, the problem with what white women do with this is you're only mad because they hurt you. You are only mad because they hurt you. Because if you were still with Jason, if you were still hanging out with the vlog squad, if you still had any friends by that way, you would be defending them. The same way when people were coming for Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, you were 10 toes down defending them up until they did something wrong to you. You would be defending them. So you sit up there and you use real talking points. You use real issues. You use real talking points, and you try to make it seem like, oh my gosh, I care about all these talking points. Trisha Paytas is being self-serving. She does not care about Hannah. She does not care about the other woman who accused them of sexual assault. She does not care. All she cares about is being vindicated. Trisha Paytas is on a path towards vindication. She's on a path towards revenge because those people made her look stupid, and that's why she is upset. So every time I see somebody being like, Trisha Paytas was there, Trisha Paytas wants revenge. That is what Trisha Paytas is doing. It is not about feeling bad for any woman involved in the vlog sport. The only person Trisha Paytas feels bad for is herself. She is doing this because she wants to take them down. Trisha Paytas is egotistical, self-serving, and selfish. That is why she is doing this. It has nothing to do with anyone else. And that's my problem with this whole girl boss and da-da-da. You're self-serving. You don't care about nobody else. You only care about you. But this is not a video about Trisha Paytas because I don't even care. I don't even care. Trisha Paytas can choke. Now we are talking about David Dobrik. So in 2018 or 2019, David Dobrik put up this video skit about one of his friends. Is his friend named Dom? Dom basically having his first threesome. Let's start there. Why the fuck is this vlog squad putting up video about threesome? Once again, frat culture. Like, the vlog squad has always reeked of frat culture. The stunts, the pranks, it's always reeked of frat culture to me. But they put up a video about having a threesome. Let me tell you guys right now, if I put up a video video about me having my first threesome, every single sponsor, so Skillshare, Audible, HelloFresh, and Native will all pull out. They will all pull out. Patreon is the only place that will allow me to do that and be like, you're being yourself. All the sponsorships would immediately pull out because that is against their brand. HelloFresh is trying to sell food. They do not care about threesomes. They would pull out of my company. They would want nothing to do with me. Audible, Amazon will want nothing to do with me. They're trying to advertise to kids. They want nothing to do with me. So the fact that David Dobrik even is allowed to have a video about having threesomes and still be considered family friendly, people who are throwing the N-word around, assaulting women, and doing blackface, all types of things, be family friendly. Can we discuss it? How many times do I have to tell you guys, family friendly is just a cold word. It is a cold word. It is a terribly veiled racism. You're saying if you're going to be black and work for me, you're going to have to be respectable because no one else actually has to be family friendly. David Dobrik is putting up content about threesomes. I have never watched a Vlog Squad video in my life. I have only seen clips. Therefore, I don't know exactly, but I didn't know they was out here doing that. I did not know that they were out here doing that. But that should tell you right there, like I said, the whole family friendly thing. Like I said, that whole squad just reeks of privilege. Like it just reeks of just like, ew, like gross, like just gross and disgustingness. Just bear with me. So anyways, they want to get David Dobrik's friend Dom his first threesome. And like I said, that is so layered. Like his first threesome, like men are entitled to threesomes and like, did you just find two random women? But the biggest thing about this is, and where we run into our first roadblock, is the consent issue. Because someone like David Dobrik, this video accumulated 5 million views. You can't consent. You cannot consent. No one in that video could consent to that video because of power dynamics. Because David Dobrik is a huge YouTuber, no one could properly consent to that video. They knew that they were going to be on video, or they knew that David Dobrik wanted to do this. Therefore, they could not consent. Like when you are someone who does not have the amount of followers as David Dobrik, you don't have the amount of cachet as David Dobrik. You look at David Dobrik and you're like, this could be my end. This could be my, like, oh my gosh, I could be a part of the Vlog Squad. It makes me feel seen. Like, you can't consent. The power dynamics are not there in order for anyone involved who is not on the same level as David Dobrik to consent. So not a single person who was involved in the threesome could consent to the threesome. Even Dom on Nasty Ass. Like, you can't consent to this, like, because y'all are doing this for a video for a man who has millions of dollars, millions of subscribers. Do you see where I'm talking about? Like, just the idea of this video lacks consent. And that's why I hate conversations about consent on social media, because people just think consent is just this, like, regular old thing. It's just like when guys are like, I don't care if the girl I'm having sex with has an orgasm as long as I get mine. That's a lack of consent. If you don't go into having sex telling the girl you're having sex with, I don't care if you have an orgasm, there's no consent there. Like, when you meet one another on a neutral basis, like, there's something that is to be expected. And when you are purposely going out of your way to not give someone something they expect, you are not, that is not a consensual relationship. That is not a consensual interaction. So a lot of times people do things and say things. I'm like, you're taking away people's consent. You're taking away people's agency. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So anyways, that's where we run into our first roadblock. None of the women involved in this consent. Even Dom couldn't really consent because he's not as popular as David Dobrik. But that's where we first have an issue. Well, they had the threesome, right? And so there were two women involved, and there were Dom. One woman I believe has not come out and said she was assaulted, but Hannah, another woman who was involved, did say that she was assaulted because she said she was too intoxicated to consent to this, and basically he had sex with her while she was intoxicated, which we know is not consent. So here is where we run into the issue. Why would every safeguard that if you are going going to do a skit like this, and we acknowledge that you shouldn't do it to begin with, if you are going to do a video like this, there are certain safeguards put in place so that something like this does not happen. And the number one thing is alcohol. You should make sure alcohol is not involved. This is why I'm just like, why are we even doing this? Like, David Dobrick is my age. This was 2 years ago. Like, he was like, why would you even do this? Y'all are too young to even like understand like what is really going on. Like, y'all stupid. Y'all are stupid. Y'all are too damn stupid. And that's why you got yourself into this. You should know better. You should know better, but you don't, because you're stupid. Because anyone who had an ounce of sense, if they would have just got if you had to do the skit was ludicrous to begin with. But if you had to do the skit, anyone with common sense would be like, well, these are the things that we need to make sure are not happening. We need to make sure both women are fully sober. Both women have agency. Both women want to do this. Both women understand that this is not an exchange. This is like, they need to want to have sex with this Dom guy. And that was never done. It was never done. Because one woman is saying she was intoxicated, which is full-blown rape. Full-blown, I don't want to say sexual, it is full-blown rape. She is accusing Dom of full-blown rape. And there it is. And then there's a text message that is damning, where the other woman texts Hannah and basically said she finished Dom off because she saw that the girl was about to pass out. Like, so it's proof that she, even though we don't need proof because we believe women in this house, but it's proof that what she's saying is absolutely correct, because the other woman involved even said the girl was about to pass out. So she couldn't even finish the threesome. But so that's disgusting. So then let's get into the other part. Number one, David Dobrik is already at a wrong for doing this skit, and then for having the woman like drink, knowing the woman had been drinking before the skit. But he's wrong in the third part, because he's sitting outside peeking in, once again, lack of consent. You don't get to watch people have sex, and it's even more of a lack of consent because the women are drunk. So you're watching your friend have drunk sex with unconsentful sex with two women, and y'all peeking in and ha-ha and kikiing outside the door. All of y'all are complicit. All of y'all are complicit. Now all of y'all are part of a crime. How did they not see this? How did they not see, like, everything that could go wrong went wrong? But the gag, so that's pretty much the story. That's pretty much what Dom is being accused of. And by the way, Dom has been radio silenced. Dom, I don't believe up until this point has said anything about all this, because he knows it's true. Like, you caught in 4K. You are caught in 4K. Like, it exists. You did this. But another woman from TikTok has also accused the Vlog Squad of the same thing with Dom, I believe as well, of this same bullshit. It didn't take more than one person to tell me this. I believe it. The Vlog Squad is very frat culturist. David Dobrik created this frat culturist. These low lives, these losers, he has gotten together and he has given them like this platform to where they can like flex the fact that they're in the Vlog Squad. They make videos. I'm sure David Dobrik gives them a little bit of the AdSense. You know, they have this, like, that's the part that's disgusting, because I know for a fact these men only sleep with women because they're in the Vlog Squad, which once again is a lack of consent. Like, they're using their leverage of being in the Vlog Squad as a reason to have sex with women, as this video proves. So it's a culture. It is a culture of a lack of consent. But anyways, David Dobrik has decided to put up an apology video, and in the apology video, he turns off the comments. If we gonna have a chat, let's have a chat. Like, I don't like this fake, like, let's have a chat. Like, that's the thing. If David Dobrik would have just said, like, here's my tea, there it is, this how I feel in the situation, he could have turned off the comments. Who cares? But if you're gonna act like you're opening up the floor to conversation, open up the floor to conversation. Here's the thing. A lot of people are saying, like, the reason why David Dobrik is putting up the apology is because the sponsors pulled out. And I think not the sponsors that we have seen. I think the powers that be. David Dobrik is huge. David Dobrik be on Nickelodeon. David Dobrik is all over the place. Those little Tesla giveaways that David Dobrik does, those are not coming out of his pockets. Those are sponsored by EA. They're sponsored by like huge companies. Like David Dobrik don't give a fuck about Audible and HelloFresh. I have an Audible and HelloFresh sponsorship. He don't care nothing about they little $10,000 that they give him to do a sponsorship. No, it's being sponsored by EA. It's being sponsored by Microsoft. It's being sponsored by these huge companies. Like Tesla don't want nothing to do with the rapist. Like that's what gets David Dobrik on his channel doing this type of stuff. And I don't believe David Dobrik understands what is wrong with what he did. I don't, because like I said, there is so much wrong. Like I didn't even scratch the surface as is what is wrong with what David Dobrik. There is so much wrong. There is so much wrong that he don't even know where to begin in the wrongness. Like he is so wrong. And I'm sure, I have a feeling he's sitting at home like, this is about Dom. Why is Dom not taking this? Why am I taking all this heat? Because number one, when you steer the ship, when it goes down, it's on you. It don't matter if people didn't check beforehand or if someone forgot to do something. When you are the captain of the ship, if it goes down, everyone's looking at you, David Dobrik. And that's why no one gives a fuck what Dom has to say, because it's about you, David Dobrik. You gave Dom the platform. You created, like you, this is you. This is you. This is something that you created. Everyone is looking at you about this. That's like if I did a Zoom meeting, if we had a Zoom party and all of a sudden all of us just started saying all types of bigoted, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, like anti-Semitic stuff on the Zoom, and I just allow for it to happen. Even though I didn't say none of it, everyone's gonna look at me and be like, Kenya, what the hell is going on over there? They're gonna hold me accountable because it's something I created. Like I'm the head of the ship, so it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. You created this. Like this, we're looking at you crazy, right? Right. So David Dobrik is probably sitting at home like, why they on my neck? I don't want to do like, and I think David Dobrik thought this, the Vlog Squad has always had, like, Trisha Payne's been trying to take down the Vlog Squad for like 3 years. Like, there's always been things to come out about the Vlog Squad, but they go away like rather quickly. Now, nothing really sticks, but this is sticking. This is sticking, and David Dobrik is stressed. David Dobrik's trying to figure out what is next, because David Dobrik, it's not simple enough for just my truth video. David Dobrik has too much to lose. Like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Because anybody else, it would, like, whatever. Like, go back to making your videos. Anybody, people who watch it will watch it. People who don't. That's how regular people on YouTube could have handled this. David Dobrik, you are huge. David Dobrik is so far past being a YouTuber. Like, David Dobrik is a D-list celebrity. Like, he's beyond being a YouTuber. Like, he's very, 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 very powerful, and he has a lot of money from powerful people. So it's beyond just putting up YouTube videos, because if it was just putting up YouTube videos and ignoring it, sure, you could turn off your comments and then go back to posting your vlogs and no one would care. You have powerful people who have used your name to leverage their companies. Like, you have a lot to lose. So it's just like, I don't know what David Dobrik's gonna do, but he gotta give better apologies. He has to give better apologies. And also, I don't even like that in one of his apologies, he was like, this is not cancel culture doing this. It's just like, can y'all leave cancel culture the fuck out of this? Can y'all just be like, you know what, like, take it on the, I don't know, and I don't know what he is going through, but like, I hate when they bring up, like, cancel culture isn't doing this to me. This is a conversation. Then he had this, like, flat conversation about consent. If David Dobrik was really real, you remember how I just broke down every single thing that was wrong with that video? That's what David Dobrik needs to sit down and do, to show that he understands. Like, I don't think David, like, if you understand consent, you don't do certain things like this. Like, I need him to break down every issue because there are so many things that is wrong that point directly at him. There are so many things that have gone wrong before even Dom got into the bed with those women. Like, it's wrong from top to bottom, and a lot of that is your responsibility. That's what you need to break down. You don't sit here and have these stupid flat conversations about consent. Really break it down for the girls. what's really the issue here, because there's so much, and that shows me that you are changed. But here is the thing, and then that's the thing, I don't even think this is a matter of like change, a matter of change type thing. It's about understanding consent, and it's about undoing the wrong that happened to these women, which you can't do. You need to figure out how to do right by these two women who are accusing Dom of sexual assault. Like, that's what you need to do. And the many women who will probably come out after, the many women who are probably scared to come out, that is who you have to do right by, right? What will happen to David Dobrick after this? David Dobrick is very, very rich. David Dobrick is very, very rich. And a lot of people really, really like David Dobrick. Sometimes when you're in the moment, it seems like things are like, right now, David Dobrick feels like his life is over. David Dobrick probably is sitting at home like, my life is over. He's not thinking about getting a new job. A lot of people be like, oh my gosh, David Dobrick, you're gonna have to get a new job. David Dobrick is rich. David Dobrick will never, he will never have to get a real job a day in his life. He'll be absolutely fine. And I do think companies will still work with David Dobrick. Like I said in one of my videos, a lot of these companies do not give a good goddamn that these people are problematic, or these people, like, they, like, a lot of these, there's plenty of companies, and I'm not talking about like the EAs and like Amazon with Audible and stuff, like, they care because there's another David Dobrik. Like, they'll work with other people, but there's plenty of companies who will give David Dobrik money who just want a little bit of clout. So he'll never have to get a real job. But sometimes when you in it feels big. David Dobrik's gonna be just fine. Like, we know no one's gonna care. We know no one is really going to care beyond the moment, because we always see it happen, right? We always see it happen. But it's disgusting. I feel very, very awful for those women, and I wish them nothing but peace. And it's a culture thing. Like, we have a culture of non-consensual sex. Like, we really, really do. And we have to really have that conversation. Like, and that's the conversation David Dobrik could open up on his channel. A conversation about what is consensual sex. Not just these flat conversations. If she says no, she says no. That's why I was watching Promising Young Woman, and like, they were doing, I'm like, this conversation is so flat. Like, we could have real conversations about consent, you know? Anyways, that is the end of this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.